along with Grant. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Ben Simmons, also Cameron Johnson out there. Mikal Bridges is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
Putting on a clinic tonight, Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. And the basket's good off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Dinwiddie against Paul. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Here's the pick for three. Bridges. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Good.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
Paul against Dinwiddie. Ayton, the screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Right wing. And Simmons, here we go. The Suns clear it. Paul with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Back to Claxton. Outside Johnson. It's stolen. Here's Octopi. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And so he makes both from the line.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Johnson a screen on Booker. Outside Johnson. From deep three-point range. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Outside Paul. To the paint. 6 to shoot. And Durant with the big finish.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
They set the pick. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Booker. Screen by Durant. Booker, the pass to Durant. And stolen by Simmons.
Who's got Simmons?
Three-pointer, Bridges. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 6.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Here's Booker. He can't get it to go, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And it's Simmons with the jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Aiden. And here's Johnson. 4-3. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Booker. For 3. Rebound Brooklyn.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Johnson a screen on Booker. Bridges passes to Johnson. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The 3 ball. And the Nets another 3. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Paul passes to Aiden. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement. That's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. Ben Simmons is out there with Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
I mean, one of the best, most versatile defenders in the league. Simmons locking his man up. Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Off the inbound. And no problem from Simmons as he finishes. Simmons has got 6.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Bridges misses. The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Okogie on the wing. He's covered by Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. The fadeaway. Booker no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Paul gets it to go.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. He's got 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Paul passes to Aiden. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
And the basket by Bridges.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Dinwiddie against Paul. Off target at the rim.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
To the inside. Here's Claxton. Kevin Durant with a rebound. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Yeah, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. The 3 is up. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. 58 seconds left in the first half. Payne pass to Craig. Outside Ross. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. And the Suns miss again. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, BA.
Third team foul.
And that one falls for Craig.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to O'Neal. Fires the 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
To the left wing. And here's Payne outside. He buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 3.
Payne gets the hot pass and drills his shot. That was automatic.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Three-pointer, O'Neal. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
27. The Nets. 27.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Bismack Biyombo is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Campaign, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Warren in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Outside Warren. 4 on the clock. Pass to Biyombo.
That is what I'm talking about.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Fast break, Brooklyn. Finney-Smith's shot is off. Well, Phoenix is shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
From 9 feet out. Payne against Curry. The three from Craig. Drains the triple. Craig's got 5.
Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Outside Curry. Pass to O'Neal. Launches a 3. Ross against Harris. 5 to shoot. Outside Finney-Smith. Some room here for Harris. And he can't get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Craig with it. He's got 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Next ball.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The 3 from Curry. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Out to Craig. Back to Payne. Fires the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Outside Curry. Harris on the wing. Jacks up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Harris has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Ross passes to Craig. Biyombo inside. And the layup falls. He's got 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. Three-pointer O'Neal. And the Nets, another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Outside Craig. It's Ross on the wing. Craig with a screen on Harris. Ross for 3. Outside Payne. Just 3 to shoot. No good. Oh, nice D from Curry. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. It's tipped. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. The shot by Payne, no good. The Nets with a lead. Outside Curry. Harris a screen. There's the 3. O'Neal on the wing. The 3 knocks down the triple. O'Neal's got 9.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Payne pass to Craig. It's Warren on the wing. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Biyombo. Watanabe with a rebound. Now Harris. Back to Curry. From deep. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Yuta Watanabe. Seth Curry is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position.
Suns foul. Josh Octopi. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Simmons. Launches it. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Booker with the jam.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Curry against Paul. Outside Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
No debate there. He got hammered. Well, if you look at Seth Curry, for his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Booker for 3. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Paul against Curry. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He said, we've got the upper hand, so let's not waste it. Keep getting stops. Keep finding buckets. So the message is, it's not over yet. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Durant with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Simmons. And the Nets lead by 11. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Bridges passes to Johnson. Dinwiddie with it.
Suns foul. Josh Octopi. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Brooklyn has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Out to Bridges. There's the triple. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
With some arc. Booker can't get it to go.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you gotta go for it.
Simmons finds Bridges. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Bridges showing more and more signs of strength, being able to finish through contact.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Fires for three. Johnson against Durant. Lets the three fly. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Suns have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Nets.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And what a huge performance it was for Mikal Bridges.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Simmons. From downtown. And again, it's the Nets missing. Outside Booker. Out to the right wing. Ayton passes to Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Johnson a screen on Paul. Outside Johnson. Knocks it down from distance.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Young in at the point.
This is what Murray gives you. Length and speed at both ends. That's a terrific play.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
Here's Durant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
First team foul.
Paul against Young. And it's good, 2 points.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level. And that's where he's a complete threat.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. An easy 2 points on the layup. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now Young, following Durant's three-point attempt. Capella sets a screen for Young. The dish to Capella. He kicks it to Murray. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, no, he didn't. A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
Booker up top. He's covered by Murray. And they pick up 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Young for 3. Doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker looking around. The pass to Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Collins, a screen on Paul. Rebound by the Suns.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Shots good by Durant.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Collins, a screen on Paul. Young pass to Capella. Can't hit from in close. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Now here's Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker to the left wing. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Young against Paul. Capella sets a screen for Young. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 7 points in the game.
This is Trae Young's game. Unbreakable confidence, quick release, unlimited range.
Here's Paul. He dishes it to Ayton. Back to Paul. Booker against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Young passes to Capella. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
You know, in most seasons throughout his career, Clint Capella has shot a higher percentage from the field than from the line.
Booker dishes to KD. Inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He finishes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker showing off the vert.
The Hawks trailing. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Capella with a screen on Paul. To the middle. Capella kicks to Murray. And again, it's Atlanta.
Working off ball, something Murray continues to develop. That's a nice play.
And Ayton throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Young with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Collins passes to Young. And it's sent back by Keith. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
Closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Warren, the pass to Biyombo. Passes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Craig sets the screen for Payne. Craig kicks to Payne. Back to Craig. Pocket 6. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's another turnover by the Suns. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Capella. To the wing right side. Collins kicks to Murray. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
The way Trae Young steps up on offense is terrific. He works hard to deliver for his team.
Ross passes to Payne. Pass to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Warren. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Smitty, we know with Clint Capella, one of his great skills is his pick and roll ability.
He is a great partner, Kevin, in the pick and roll set. Set solid screens, draws help defenders, finishes strong. Guards love having Clint as the roller for them.
Outside Warren. And he drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this guy just gets buckets. Warren is more than capable of finishing on that drive.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Griffin kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Bay. Back to Bogdanovich. From deep. Bay, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Passes to Craig. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Picked his pocket. Now, Craig, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And stolen by Bogdanovich. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
On either side of the pick and roll, Bogdanovich is so hard to cover.
Craig sets a screen. Ross passes to Craig. Here's Payne. Back to Craig. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Atlanta calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
27, the Hawks, 33.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Booker outside. Paul outside. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off, and that one's good, Ayton.
And the all-around offensive game Ayton has is just fantastic, capable of scoring in many different ways.
Young finds Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Because of the defensive attention he draws, KD generally has good passing angles to work with.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Young against Paul. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Booker dishes to Durant. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors the defense by not overextending.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
KD against Young. Here's Collins. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Booker outside. Fires from deep. No shot that time, not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young outside. Capella with a screen on Paul. Young pass to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Collins, and it's Ayton missing. The Hawks leading by 13. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. For the Hawks. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. KD sets the pick for Booker. Kicks it to Paul. Driving to the basket. That one falls.
You can try to rough up Chris Paul a bit, but he is fearless going down there in the lane.
Booker against Bogdanovich. And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Booker. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside for Griffin. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Bay with the screen for Griffin. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Five seconds left in the third. Ross for three. He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with the 9-point. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Payne, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's T.J. Warren, and it's Baisley in at the 4. The Atlanta making some changes. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta leading by 9. And here is Murray. Young in the corner. Collins, a screen on Paul. Here's Young. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
KD sets the pick for Booker. KD on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Young looking it over. Capella with a screen on Paul. Young with no one around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
Paul. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Young kicks to Hunter. Back to Young. From deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 11. Booker outside. Up and in on the layup.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Young passes to Capella. Murray outside. Banked in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
Down low. Ayton kicks to Paul. Out to KD. And KD throws it down.
The defense has to be careful. Kevin Durant has hops, taking the ball straight to the rim.
Young against Paul. Young passes to Hunter. Kicks it out to Collins. 6 to shoot. Paul with the steal. On the wing, Booker, defended by Young. The drive by Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Inside. That's good from Collins on the assist by Young.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Paul. Ball against Young. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi. That's his first foul. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Collins setting the pick for Murray.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. KD sets the pick for Booker. From downtown, again, Phoenix.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Hunter finds Collins. But Trey. Atlanta again missing. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Durant for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
The size and length of Durant poses problems for defenders, which is why they fouled him.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Hunter, a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 4. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker against Murray. It drops.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart.
Most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, VA. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Young gets it to go.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Simmons. Bridges outside. Simmons with a screen on Murray. Bridges passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Here's the 3. Here's Simmons. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Yes, he has the size, but you also have to be willing to be alert and active on the offensive glass. Ben Simmons, always a willing participant.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Capella, the pass to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes. Brooklyn with the board. From deep, Johnson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
And Hunter, here we go. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Murray against Bridges. Takes the 3. And the net's another 3.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
To the right side. Capella, the pass to Young. Outside Murray. Back to Young. And there's the drive. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. A minute 53 left now in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Back to Bridges. From behind the arc. And the net's another 3.
What a wingspan on this young man, able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot. Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. A minute 9 left in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Here's Simmons. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Simmons. And down it goes. 2 points. Simmons has got 6. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Young. He has 7. And the Hawks with another 3.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Capella. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dinwiddie against Young. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Excellent D there from Collins.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Murray. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. That one drops. He ties it up. Bridges outside. Oh, there's the alley. Now Young with a steal. He can't hit that time. Tie game in Brooklyn. And back to the start of the second quarter. That's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
We've got Mikal Bridges, Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. So that's the Nets 5.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden-Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly. If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Young, the pass to Capella. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Dinwiddie outside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trailing. And stolen by Bridges. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nets?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Bridges, a screen on Young. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
Young misses. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Tries the hook. And no problem from Simmons as he finishes. Simmons has got 12.
Boy, it's nice to see Ben Simmons catch a little rhythm offensively right here.
And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Grant.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Dinwiddie against Young. Outside Johnson. Fires from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Dinwiddie against Murray. A minute 22 left in the second period. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Capella with it. Deflected. Collins against Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. A minute 4 left to play in the first half. Outside Bogdanovich. They set the pick. On the wing, Bay. Inside. Over to the left wing. And here's a Okongwu for 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Up top, Griffin. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Offensive board. Up top, Bay. Curry with a steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Forrest. Bogdanovich on the wing. Picked up by Okongwu to the middle. And the layup is good. Okongwu's gotten his first points in this one.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Curry. Now here's Harris. The 3 is up. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was...
Ben Simmons getting it done for the Nets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Okongwu out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Forrest in at the point. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. 6 to shoot. Griffin finds Bogdanovich. The Hawks need to get one up here. Bey from long range. O'Neal pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Here's Watanabe. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The 3, here's Harris. Another miss by Harris. Griffin passes to Bogdanovich. Bey outside. Pass to Okongwu. Hey, from beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Curry. Here's O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over, and it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Young, left side Murray. Screen by Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
The 3 from Curry, and the Nets another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
There's Young with the 3.
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Greg. Come on. Get out the way. Whoa. Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Harris against Collins. Harris misses. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Collins passes to Murray. The shot won't fall. Good D by Finney-Smith. And here's Curry for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
O'Neal on the wing. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. O'Neal's got 6 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
Takes a 3. And the Nets another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Young. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Trust Young to put the offense on his back. He loves showing up and doing big numbers for his team.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Curry against Young. Pass to Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, here's Harris. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He goes up, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Up top Curry from the stripe. No good on the buzzer beater. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game. Oh, wow!
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. To the paint, and stolen by Simmons. Fast break, Brooklyn for 3, Bridges. Nails it from beyond the arc. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Hunter against Johnson. Dinwiddie with a screen on Hunter. From deep, Johnson. Pass to Claxton. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now Young. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Three-pointer, Bridges. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
They kick it out to Murray. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Dinwiddie against Young. Simmons, the pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Murray finds Young. 19-footer. Nice jump shot. Young's got 15 points here in the 2nd half.
The mid-range can be tricky for Young, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Bridges passes to Simmons. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. For 3, Bridges. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
From deep. The shot misses, and Atlanta will come the other way. Young inside, Johnson on him, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Young against Dinwiddie. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ben Simmons.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Bridges finds Johnson. Here's Claxton. It's good.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Murray. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 24 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And no good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure they're...
break, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3 spot.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Simmons, a screen on Paul. Dinwiddie wide open. No good on the 3. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul's running. KD on the wing. Got a piece of it. Paul looking over the floor. He takes it in. Shot clock at 6. Durant with a wide open look. Releases from the wing and drills it.
We try and tell people there are stars and then superstars, and then there's guys like KD, top 10 players of all time.
Now here's Simmons. Johnson in the corner. Feeds to Bridges. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Ayton in the corner. Paul outside from deep three-point range. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Bridges kicks to Simmons. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Outside for KD. And KD throws it down.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Here's Paul. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power, and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately, it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Durant, the pass to Booker. Bridges with the board.
I didn't didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets? And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Pass to Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Ayton inside. Booker with a deep 3. And the Suns get it back. Kicks it out to Paul. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Simmons inside. And the shot goes in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
It's been all about Cameron Johnson for Brooklyn. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3 slot. Here's Simmons. The second chance effort. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Booker, and there's the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Outside for Durant. And it's off from three-point range. Nets leading by 8. Dinwiddie finds Bridges. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside, Simmons. A shake. He lays it in. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Yeah, and Simmons is used to being in tight spots. So clever at finding ways out of it.
Booker with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Durant sets a screen for Paul. KD against Simmons. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 13. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And here's Johnson outside, and the Nets another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Back to KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And stolen by Booker. Durant against Simmons. Ayton wide open. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Ayton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Johnson surveying the floor. Cuts it 5. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Johnson outside. Booker pulls it in. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Payne finds Ross. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Thrown down by T.J. Warren. Gets to the rim with ease.
And here's Harris from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
To the paint. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
No good on the second free throw. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Combo dishes to Ross. Brooklyn with the rebound. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. Driving the lane. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Brooklyn, 38. The Suns, 24.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Joe Harris is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Left side, KD. Now here's Ayton. D right on him. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Curry against Paul. Pass to Octopi. It's stolen by Harris. Curry against KD. Harris kicks to Finney-Smith. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. It's 2-on-1. Stolen away. For Brooklyn, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets leading by 19. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Bridges outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bridges has got 5 now.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Ross with a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ross has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3, Bridges. Rebound by the Suns. Outside Warren. Has to Biombo. Back to Warren. Fires top of the key. Craig passes to Payne. Back to Craig. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Tries yet again. Biombo finds Ross. And that one, good. Ross has got 5 points in the quarter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Sinks the three-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Bridges up top. He's guarded by Ross. Simmons can't get it to go. Suns trail by 20. To the inside. And it's Biombo with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Your next 2 Nets team. Once again, the Nets kid.
54 seconds left in the third. Curry kicks to Harris. Three-pointer. Craig pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Ross, that's good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Back to Harris. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Takes a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The pass to Ross. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harris outside. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 6.
And, you know, over time, we've seen Harris become much more assertive. Have to respect how much you believe in his jump shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3, the small forward. Ball outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Durant with the steal. Inside, Ayton kicks it out to Booker. Paul left side. Back to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Booker. Durant's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Suns. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns trail by 15. Pass to Paul. Johnson against Booker. Dishes it to Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
And the second free throw, good. Nets leading by 14. Dinwiddie outside. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish and stop.
Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Durant with it, outguarded by Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Simmons. Bridges for 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets. And here's Booker from the arc. Not going to go that time. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low. Dinwiddie against Ayton. There's the triple. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Paul kicks to Ayton. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 19-point game. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Dinwiddie up top. Poked away. Here's Okogie. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nets lead by 18.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Simmons finds Johnson. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Spencer Dinwiddie, first personal foul, 14th.
And the first one drops. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Curry. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Claxton. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Ball's running.
And the impressive reach
of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And here are the Suns now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. High post, KD. Simmons is there. For three, Booker knocks down the three ball.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
So it's the Nets picking up the win.
before the game. Some final preparations here. And it's the Suns to start out. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Octopi, and it's Ayton in at the center position.
Still providing incredible production and great leadership. Chris Paul sets the standard for his team. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Sinks it from distance.
Now, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Ayton, the open look, gets a very good look and converts. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And here are the Suns now, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Durant, the pass to Booker. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. Second chance effort. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Young against Call. Young, the pass to Capella. The kick to Hunter. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
To the inside, Collins throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Young. Collins with a screen on Paul. Young from long range. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And there's the lob. Ayton, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Ayton against Collins. Young from long range. Capella, the pass to Young. The Hawks need to get one up here. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Durant with a screen on Young. Outside Durant. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Young. Back to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
You have to like Collins and his activity level. He's really got a chance to be special.
Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Booker. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Ayton, a screen on Young. Paul with it. Checked by Murray. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. For 3, Booker. 3 on the clock. And Durant with the big finish.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Down low. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Back to Durant. The shot that time not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young against Paul. Screen by Capella. They get the rebound. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Free throw is good from Durant.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Young, the pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
Here's Capella. 3 seconds left. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Hawks ahead. They lead by. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Atlanta.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position.
How about Capella getting it done on the drive, just knifes his way to the basket?
Well, in the 2020-21 season, Clint Capella showed how valuable he can be, Brent.
Yeah, he led the league in offensive and defensive rebound percentage, and for his career, he's averaging double digits on the glass. But that season, BA, man, that was ridiculous, even by his standards.
Young, the pass to Capella. That's in, coming off an assist from Young. Capella's gotten 4 this quarter.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
Pass to Ayton. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Hawks leading. Screen by Capella. Paul against Young. To the paint. And it's Capella with the jam.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. Yes, sir!
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Murray for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Murray. Here's Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Hawks shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
Paul against Young. And Paul gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Capella, screen on Payne. Young, the pass to Capella. And here's Murray, 5 to shoot. And it's good, off the back of the rim and in. Murray's got his first points of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Ross passes to Warren. Deflects the pass. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Shot clock at 6. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
Payne, pass to Ross. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shot no good, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Outside Bogdanovich. To the inside. The kick out to Griffin. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Right side Payne. Craig inside. He's covered by Bay. Craig no good. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And he gets that one. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
I think a lot of teams worry about Bogdanovich. Obviously that three-point ability, but now he's making plays.
Bogdanovich against Ross. Outside Craig. Fires the 3. Atlanta with a rebound. 19 seconds left in the half. Bogdanovich against Payne. Bay with a screen on Payne. Bogdanovich from long range hits the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the range for Bogdanovich continues to expand. He's showing real confidence taking the long bombs.
And so that's the end of the first. Appreciate it, Allie.
The Suns, 23.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Clint Capella in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Okogie. The ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Paul. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta is shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, Phoenix is shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Yep, that one goes. Paul's got 5.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Capella finds Collins. Back to Capella. And here's Collins, guarded by Durant. Collins with a screen on Paul. There's Young with the 3. Counted from distance. He's got 6.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And now the Hawks on the break. The finish! And it's Murray finishing it off.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And Ayton with the stuff.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Here's Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Young He's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Durant into the lane.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Collins with a screen on Paul. Young, the pass to Collins. And Durant with the block. And he gets it back. Outside Young with the fadeaway. And Ayton pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. And it just didn't play out that way.
A clear look for Murray. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Murray's got 6 points. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Collins. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. 9 points in the game. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Count that one.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over, and it's a completely new group for the Hawks. The Hawks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Kept alive.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Payne. Outside Craig. Rebound Atlanta.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Okongwu. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Here's Payne. Uses the glass on the layup.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Bay with a screen on Ross. Inside. Pass to Forrest. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Outside Payne. Driving in. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Atlanta calls timeout. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks going into the break up 12, building this lead up in large part. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Fades. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Booker against Murray. Ooh, poked away. Young, the pass to Murray. This one for three. Young can't hit. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Outside Durant. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game.
Team 6.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Ayton, a screen on Young. Clock at 6. Ayton passes to Paul. Booker fires from way outside. The rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Young. Pass to Hunter. The 3 is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Octopi on the wing. Takes a 3. Collins with the rebound. The Hawks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Screen by Capella. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Outside Booker. Oh, they need this. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
To the middle. The kick to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Devin Booker. Booker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Octopi. Here's Ayton. There's the 3. Rebound, Trae Young. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth. Drives to the hoop. Here's Capella. They kick it out to Murray. Collins with a screen on Booker. Murray. And stolen by Durant.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hawks.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Ayton, a screen on Young. Here's Paul. Good work there as it goes.
Was Paul a crafty finisher? Gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Young on the attack. That one goes in. And the Hawks lead by 16.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Ayton, a screen on Hunter. Inside. Stolen by Capella. Young against Paul. Pass to Hunter. The 3. Durant pulls it in. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Durant. For 3. And the Suns get it back. And Booker puts up a deep 3. from beyond the arc and then some.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Nails it from three.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A clean win and one win. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
They get ready to go to work on the road. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Simmons. He's out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Dinwiddie against Young. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Young for 3. That shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. This one for 3. Rebound by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Simmons, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Young from deep 3-point range. Young with the steal. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Misses the 3. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
To the middle, here's Claxton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Young pass to Capella. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Young dishes to Capella. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside, Simmons. Over Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Curry's checked in for Brooklyn. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks, trailing by 4. Young passes to Collins. Can they get it? And finish off by Collins.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Nets.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Young dishes to Murray. Back to Young. The pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Attacking, putting his handprint all over this game. He has that ability from a point guard to jam it home.
Curry passes to Simmons. Outside for Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And a deep 3 from Young. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Murray, here we go.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Curry against Young. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired. Well, and so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Now Curry. The 3. For 3, Bridges. And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now, here is Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 now.
You have to admire Young's determination and toughness. He's not just a perimeter threat.
Guys, no question. Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Young, good.
This is Trae Young's game. Unbreakable confidence, quick release, unlimited range.
And a wide open look for Simmons. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
When Trae Young is feeling it, he can rip up a defense. Quick release and a confident stroke.
To the paint, here's Claxton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Young pass to Collins. It's deflected. Curry from deep three-point land. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Watanabe's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Ben Simmons. O'Neal's checked in for Johnson. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bay comes in for Collins. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. Clock at 4. Harris passes to Finney-Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Hawks making a switch here. Forrest is checked in. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich from deep. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Talk about range. Bogey is showcasing how dangerous he is.
Dinwiddie outside. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Dinwiddie.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Here's Bay, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Watanabe. Here's Finney-Smith. He's defended by Bay. Here's Dinwiddie. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
3 points.
And the Nets lead by 2.
And, you know, over time, we've seen Harris become much more assertive. Have to respect how much he believes in his jump shot.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Dinwiddie outside. Griffin with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Griffin with the ball. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And now a 4-point Hawks lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Atlanta?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Bay with a screen on Dinwiddie. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Harris. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down low. Nets passing it around. Watanabe, no good. Bogdanovich with it. He has 6. There's Bay. A 3-pointer off the mark. Harris outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Griffin out there with Bay. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Forrest in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Dinwiddie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Dinwiddie's got 13. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Curry's checked in. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 1. Capella sends a screen for Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer. And the Nets, another 3.
There you go. Money shot for Ben Simmons, trying to open up those driving lanes.
Capella with a screen on Bridges. Here's Collins, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throw. That's on Ben Simmons.
And John Collins does just about everything you want your big man to do.
Greg, what I like is he can shoot it from deep. He's still someone who is improving defensively, and he's a guy who wants to keep developing his overall game.
And the basket by Curry.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Fades back. Sinks the triple. Hunter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A little get back. Hunter's not about to give ground. Answers back from beyond the arc.
Fires for 3. Simmons can't get it to go.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Pass to Johnson. The 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the right side. Murray kicks to Young. From past the arc. That shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Bridges finds Simmons. Simmons, a screen on Collins. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Collins. Collins comes over with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Simmons penetrating. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Johnson. He dishes it to Curry. The 3 ball rejected by Murray.
So quick off the floor. Murray can afford to wait until the shooter commits.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Young from outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Back to Curry. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Curry. He's got 8. Six to shoot. Bridges sets the screen for Curry.
I just love the way Murray moves his feet defensively, whether it's on ball or in help.
A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Johnson against Murray. Outside, Simmons. Trying to end the drought, and Simmons slams it in.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Young with no one around. From outside, off the mark. The Nets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Pass to Claxton. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Wide open. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out to Harris for the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. So it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Hawks. A 2-point game. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovic. Clanks the putback jam. O'Neal from long range. Off target from downtown. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Joe Harris. And it's Watanabe in at the center position. Harris looking it over. Passes to Watanabe. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Bogdanovic, no luck.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Finney-Smith's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Watanabe. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Devin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Harris passes to O'Neal. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 3. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. From deep 3-point range. Pass to Watanabe. No good on the triple. Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Watanabe. Ben Simmons comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Bridges in for Joe Harris. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Fader on the way. And Simmons with the rebound.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
What a bucket for DeAndre Hunter. His energy on the offensive end, exceptional.
From deep, Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Claxton. Fires the 3. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nets lead by 3.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
He's looking cool and in control. Trae Young not afraid of the high-stakes situation.
He makes the 2nd free throw, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he's good in all 3 free throws, and that ties the game up.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Johnson, that's for 2. Puts the move on, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Young for 3. Good on the triple. Young's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Hawks.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another 3, he'll be the guy.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Young drives in. Hunter kicks to Murray. It's Young on the wing. Capella sets a screen for Young. Carries it from outside.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Dinwiddie against Young. Nice move. It counts. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Young is double. Has to count for 3. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Hunter, the pass to Young. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Hunter. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here is Simmons. Bridges outside for the win. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. He will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Now Young. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Simmons. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And here's Young from the arc. It's good from long range. Young's got the first basket here in overtime for Atlanta. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Bridges for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Young from outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Collins, and he can't jam it through. Here's Young. Passes it to Hunter. Capella with a screen on Johnson. And Hunter, here we go. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. Young with the steal. To the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The effort on that play from Hunter manages to get everything he could hope for.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball.
There's the pick. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
And the dunk by Capella.
A proven veteran, Capella doesn't get nervous about taking big-time shots for his squad.
Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And stolen by Simmons. Bridges against Hunter. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Hunter finds Young. Young is double. Pocket six. Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson with a screen on Murray.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
You know, the rise of Trae Young here in the league has been nothing short of fantastic. Every season, he just continues to improve on himself and outdo his previous best.
Bridges for three. On the wing, Bridges. Puts up a three. The shot misses. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime.